Listen, we all love starter Pokemon, and in Legends ZA, you can actually get 4 starters early in the game, and I'm not talking about the ones you start with. So we're not including Tepig, Chikorita, Totodile. In fact, we're talking about the starters like Froakie, Fennekin, and Chespin that you can get pretty early in the game, as well as being able to get a choice between Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. And don't worry, even though I said choice, I'll talk about that later in the video. Now let's start with how to get yourself the Kalos starters right away. So after you complete main mission number 5, which is called the City in the Shadow of Prism Tower, you're then going to notice that a bunch of side quests are going to show up on your map. Side quests are going to be simply these little circle icons with an exclamation point. You probably already know because you just did 3 to finish that mission. But as soon as you finish mission number 5, the 3 side quests are going to open up on your map. Now, in order to get Chespin, you're going to want to open up your map and start at the Centrico Pokemon Center. From there, you then want to go towards the blue marker in the northeast and talk to this NPC that's standing near the taxi. You know you're in the right spot because you can literally see Chespin attacking the taxi. Once you talk to the NPC standing near the taxi, you'll then will see side mission number 7 appear on your screen, which confirms you're ready to begin this. After talking to her, you're going to be battling with Chespin 3 times. After you successfully finish all 3, you will then acquire Chespin. Since Chespin is given to you at level 14, only 2 more levels will get him to the next evolution at Quilladin, and then at level 36, he will become Chestnut. And for those who are wondering, Chestnut does get a Mega Evolution Stone. This is only going to be acquired from the online ZA Battle Club, which don't worry, I'll follow up with a video on it, so turn on notifications if you want to see when that happens. Hey, real quick, before we move on to the next starter, hitting that subscribe button helps so much, and you'll see when videos like this goes live. Okay, let's get to Fennekin. Now, in order to get Fennekin, you're going to want to start at the Magenta Plaza Pokemon Center and then go towards the blue marker in the northeast. You're going to talk to the NPC Branch, standing in a small park near the sick Fennekin. You'll then get the notification that you have started side mission number 8. When you talk to her, she's going to tell you about an old herbalist who might have medicine for Fennekin. You can find him at Cafe Class. To get there, all you have to do is just fast travel to the Vernal Pokemon Center, talk to the old herbalist at Cafe Class A. I hope I'm saying that right. Correct me in the chat with the pronunciation. You guys have been helpful with that, by the way. He'll tell you all about a revitalizing twig, which can be found in Wild Zone 5, which is going to be near a really annoying Alpha Whirlpeed. So what you want to do is go to Wild Zone 5 and follow me towards this direction. Which is going to bring you down this water area through the sewers, and then you're going to see that there are these red glowing items on the floor, which are the marked twigs, but only one of them is going to be the actual twig that you have to take to branch. I usually just run through all of them anyway because it's just the gamer in me to click on everything, but as you click on all of them, you'll eventually will get the twig. This is the one in my gameplay where it was the actual spot. Now, once you get the twig, you're going to go all the way back to where you started the quest, and then after talking to her, Fennekin's going to join your team. That simple, and now you have Fennekin. Fennekin is also going to be at level 14, and at level 16, it's going to evolve into Braixen, and then it's finally going to evolve at level 36 into Delphox, and Delphox is also planned to have a Mega Evolution event to get its Mega Stone, and that's going to be taking place at the ZA Battle Club. The next starter is going to be Froakie, which is going to be side quest number 9, and in order to get this one started, you're going to want to start at the John Pokemon Center, then go towards the blue marker in the north direction. You'll see a big scaffolding, and you'll know because Froakie is standing right there with a construction worker right near it, and when you talk to him, the side quest will then begin. When you talk to him, he'll talk about all the parkour and the scaffolding course, and that you'll need to beat it under a certain time, and it makes sense because Froakie becomes Greninja, and Greninja is a ninja, so ninjas do obstacle courses. I guess that's the thing that they're trying to go for here. Anyway, there is a big pro tip for these challenges. You want to use the dive dodge Y button to get across certain gaps in the scaffolding. Sometimes when there is a gap, you actually don't want to do a running jump into it because you could fall off, so make sure that you are timing it right. But don't worry, you're gonna watch me do all 3 of these so you can get yourself the Froakie, and we'll start off with the first one, which is pretty simple. And go. So you want to go up the steps, climb up over here, and then wrap around this side where you'll find a ladder that you're going to have to climb up. From here, you want to go and turn left across this beam, and then you're going to just drop down. No rolling, no pressing Y button. Then come across here and then go up the ladder. And then you will see Froakie at the top, and you're done with the first course. Now, the second course is actually just going to be right behind you, so just turn around, talk to the construction worker, and we're going to start the second course, and I'm going to walk you through this. To do this, you're just going to start climbing up, wrap around this spot, and then slowly go across this area. If you are struggling, don't rush, you'll fall off. Once you make it across all those beams, then climb up the next ladder just like this, and then get a little bit thinner so you can walk a little slow on here. The suggestion, if you're having a hard time, you can just crouch if you need to get across. Otherwise, that's all you have to do. Then climb up the next set of ladders, and boom, you're at Froakie and you finish the second course. Congratulations. The third spot is going to be all the way up north on your map, right over here at this location. The closest spot to get to it is by fast traveling to the Rouge Pokemon Center. Once you're there, simply just walk over to the scaffolding, and let's do the third obstacle course. This one, you have a time limit of 50 seconds, and it looks very difficult, but I'm going to show you the little trick to get past it. Don't worry, you're going to get your Froakie right after this. So the first thing you want to do is climb up this ladder. And then once you make it to the top, you're then going to press Y and roll right into that, and then wrap your camera around and climb up this ladder. From this ladder, you're then going to drop down, just like that, no rolling needed, and cross this beam. Be careful, no need to rush unless you are at the end. Then cross over the next beam, but make sure you're lined up perfectly in the center. That we don't have any mess up, just like this, and then do a roll. And then you're on the home stretch. Last beam, cross it slowly, you could have time left over, and you're done. You finish the course, and the quest is over, and now you have Froakie in your party. Now, Froakie evolves into Frogadier at level 16, and Greninja at 36, pretty much the same leveling as the other starters, and Greninja's Mega Evolution Stone is actually available as of this video right now at the ZA Battle Club, which I should have a video out on my channel already. Now, if you're wondering if it's even possible to shiny hunt these Pokemon, yes. You can shiny hunt these starters, but the best place to do that is going to be at the end of the game because their spawns will be in the wild. You can just catch wild Froakies, Chespins, and Fennekins. I'm not going to show any footage because you have to get there, but just want to let you know you're good on that. However, we are not done with all the starters because now I'm going to show you how to get Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle in your game. Now, personally, for me in my game, I noticed that after you start main mission number 8, which is reaching rank V, you're going to get a task where you have to deliver Lita her things. So when you head over to Lita, you're going to engage in battle with her. And once you're done, I noticed that once you go to a Pokemon Center, you're going to be getting a call from Mabel, which is going to trigger side mission number 22. Now, if this does not trigger at this point, speculation online says that you might need to have 30 Pokemon at least registered in your Pokédex. So if it doesn't trigger, just make sure to have that amount in and you should be good. Otherwise, if that doesn't need to be done, you can just head right over to the Pokemon Research Lab because you got the call. So once the call is triggered, head back to the Pokemon Center Research Lab and then go to the floor where Mabel is. Now, you don't go and talk to Mabel. If you look to this side of the room, you're going to see that there are 3 starters there: Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. And by interacting with the side quest icon, you're then going to get some dialogue with Mabel where you're going to have to select one of these specific starters. Now, this choice is not game breaking at all, but I do want to point out a few tidbits about which starter you pick. If you pick Charmander and evolve him eventually into Charizard, you're going to be able to get Charizard's Mega Evolution Stone for Charizard Y and the Charizard X Mega Evolution Stone. Those can be purchased from the Stone Emporium for $100,000 each. If you decide to go with Squirtle, you can also immediately pick up its Mega Evolution Stone from the Stone Emporium, which is also going to cost 100,000 gold. Now, if you pick Bulbasaur, you have to be aware that its Mega Stone will not be in the shop at all. In fact, to get the Mega Stone for Venusaur, it's actually a main mission where you have to defeat a rogue Mega Evolution Venusaur. So you're going to be a little delayed on getting Mega Venusaur right away if you decide to go with Bulbasaur. I'm not saying he's the worst option, but he's the worst option if you're trying to get a Mega Evolution right away. However, you can only pick one starter at the time now, but I mentioned at the end of the game, you will be able to catch other wild starters, including the ones you didn't pick now, so don't freak out about your choice. Now that you have all these starters in your game and know how to get them, you should check out this video over here. I promise you it's probably going to be something really cool.